Hello and welcome to a new video. It's a very sunny but slightly chilly morning, early morning, on my day off. What day is it today? It is Tuesday it's Wednesday. What is it? Wednesday, hang on, I'll tell you the date. Not that it really matters too much, but just in case you're interested, it's July 19th. July 19th. And as you can see, we're in a rather nice forest. But where? Where am I? Well, by the way, just in case you think I'm doing this alone, which would not be a good move, not with the bears around, but I am carrying bear spray, so I am with Grant. Where is he? he's just around the bend down there. We're doing a little video for our other project, and so we sort of split up so that we could be sort of alone with our own thoughts, and we're a little bit self-conscious when we get on camera together, so getting out of breath already. Anyway, back to where we are. We are in Golden Ears Provincial Park. As you'll remember, that place from the kayaking that we do, we come up here. I was talking to a guy in work a few weeks ago, and he mentioned this trail, and he came up here with his daughter one day. It's quite short. It's about 2.3 kilometers one way and the same going back, something like that. So it's not a difficult trail. It's despite me being out of breath, it's very well made trail. The elevation gain isn't that much, but it follows Gold Creek all the way up to a waterfall. And this trail, Lower Falls Trail, is the name of it, and don't know if I've mentioned that already, but it does follow the creek. We came up last week, I believe it was. Actually, yeah, it was last Wednesday. Very nice day. We tried our video thing then, but there were some technical issues, so we were having to do it again. I brought both cameras. I brought the big one and this little one here, and the big one was fine. This one was fine too, but it was the sound issue for Grant. He borrowed my recorder, audio recorder, and he ended up plugging the mic into the headphone socket, so none of it worked. And he had his waterproof housing on the camera, so it was really muffled on the onboard mic, so it kind of screwed it up. So we thought we'd come up here again. Oh, Grant's just behind me. Thought I heard a voice. Yeah, so you come up here to, you may hear the creek just in the background there, just down there. And as I say, the trail sort of follows it up, but it's eventually you get to the waterfall, which is really nice. And along the way, there's various little places where you can get down to the creek on these little beach areas. So the one thing that we thought of last time, if we were to come again, which we're here, was to bring a bit of lunch and just sit down by the river, and it'd be nice. The views you get from the river are so beautiful. Good mountain views. Up on the peaks there's still a bit of snow, That just makes it look very pretty. But the water itself, it's so clear. Once you see it, oh, it's nice. But right now, I'm just enjoying being in the forest. There's something so invigorating about being in the forest air, you know. It feels so good. Yeah, I'm keeping a wonder why I keep looking around. There's a reason for that. Watching out for bears. And when you're doing these sort of hikes, or any sort of hike in BC, North America, you want to, it's good if there's more than one of you, because you keep talking, you keep making sound. Because if you're quiet and a bear doesn't know you're there, you may get a surprise. So you keep making noise, you keep making sound. You can buy like bear bells that you strap onto your leg, and they're just constantly, if you're on your own, that's a good idea. If you're in a group, don't do that, because the bloody bell gets annoying. Yeah, I can just about see the creek. We're still a little distance away from it, so I'm probably gonna have to I'll show you it in a bit when we get closer. Yeah, so I keep looking around for any bears that might be around. It's highly unlikely we'll ever see one up here, but you never know. Be prepared, as they say. Got my bear spray, it's just in my pack back here. Now bear spray is you're not bored yet, are you? Bear spray is, we sell it at our work, and whenever we sell it, the purchaser has to fill out a waiver. It is a legal requirement. It's nothing to do with us. It's a government thing. Technically, it's a weapon, and it is dangerous. It has 1% of, see if I remember the word, it's capsicum. It's something, it's an ingredient you find in hot peppers. It's not just an irritant, it is, if you spray it on a person, which is why you sign the waiver saying that you're not going to use it on a person, it is a huge criminal offence, because that person will have to go to hospital. So you always have to know when you're buying it how to use this stuff, how to operate the weapon. So anyway, yeah, what a beautiful day it is. Like I said, it's early. I was up at like 6:30, so it's but it's chilly. It's quite chilly here in the forest. Yeah. Well, when I have more to say, I'll come back and talk to you. Oh, I'm just taking a bit of a rest here, waiting for Grant to catch up. And yeah, like I said, we'll be making our way further up towards the beach areas, and a few of the, as the trail sort of meanders towards closer to the creek, we'll see a few little spots that I can show you some scenery. I can just about see the mountains through the trees there. Like Golden Ears Peak itself is just through there. It's such a nice park. It is one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. It's such a huge place. This whole region, which is north of the river, north of where we live. It is stunning, it really is. But that, like the whole region's very mountainous. It's where the mountains really start. Further north you go, the more mountains you get. So, but that whole range just goes right through here, and there's a lot of lakes. Most of the lakes here, I mentioned it before on the kayaking video, most of them are man-made. They're all dammed for the hydro company. All sorts of bugs and flies and things here. That is a mosquito, go away. Yeah, 'tis the season. Lots of those around. I think I see Grant coming. There he is. Here he comes. Like I said, we split up to do this video. Makes it a bit easier, then you're not so self-conscious on camera when either one of you are close by. So we've still got to learn that. We've got to learn to be good on camera. It's going to take some time, I think. Never going to be professional. I hear him talking away to the camera. Better be careful when you get strangers coming the other way. They think you're talking to yourself. Which in a way you are, I suppose. So we're just approaching the first sort of view of the creek here, Gold Creek, and as you can see, Grant's with me.
Hello.
Now I will point this out though, because we had to buy another audio recorder for Grant, so we weren't sort of sharing it between us. So now we can go off separately and do our little video piece to camera. I'll show you the creek in a second. Yeah, I just wanted to point this out. So we had this other mic that plugs into Grant's recorder, but at the same time I ordered a Windjammer, which is this thing you see here, but it hasn't arrived yet, so we had to make one. So here we go, I'll show you this. There we go. It's like a little Muppet.
This is a bit of square of fake fur tied to with elastic band. Looks ridiculous.
From
it works.
The tests we've done, it does actually work. So yeah. I'm just going to quickly show you the creek here so you can see the first little view of it. It's not really something we can get to that well, but yeah, as we go up further up here, we'll get a little closer to a little bit of a better access, but it's kind of fun when you come up the trail and you do get the first view of the water there. We're used to seeing the other end of the creek from when we kayak, because as we come up, the place we stop at for lunch when we're kayaking is a beach very close to where this creek comes out, and that whole area of where this creek does come out on a bigger beach is very shallow, so it's kind of nice to paddle around there and see the beautiful clear water and see the sand on the bottom. Yeah, it's just a nice area in general. But anyway, onward we go. Hello, back again. So we're just coming off the trail, and this is our first access point to the creek. And I hope, here we go. Yeah, this is a beautiful little spot. You can see behind me a beautiful color. How about that? If you hear any talk in here, you'll hear Grant talking to camera, so I'm just going to wander a little bit further away. Isn't this nice? Oh, not a bad way to spend a day off, really. And this is only, from where I live, this is about 35 minutes, I suppose, to where we parked. There you can see one of the mountains behind me. And like I said, this is mountain fed water, so this is beautifully clean and clear as a raven up there. I see a lot of amazing wildlife here. And fingers crossed we'll see some eagles. Yeah. So relaxing. It was funny, I was just talking away to camera there and I looked around, there were two people looking at me, so you just gotta get used to it. Tough to do, but who cares? So yeah, Grant's just over here, so I won't disturb him because he's doing a piece on camera there. Isn't that fantastic though? You see Golden Ears Peak just behind me there. You can actually hike way up there. There's a spot, we're really tempted to try this. There's a place called Alder Flats, which you can access from a trail not too far from this one. And the people that do it, the normal practice is to hike up to Alder Flats, a couple of hours, camp there overnight, and then what you do, you sort of hike up the next day to Golden Ears Peak, and then back to your campsite, camp overnight and then back down. It's about, so I'm told, it is about 6 to 8 hours hiking up from the campsite to the peak and then back, so not too bad really. It's all right. It's more of a thing you would do on a long summer day, so you get your daylight and just be prepared for it. So I think I'll give that a go. Need to get into better shape to do it, but if not this year, maybe next. Hear the ravens making a lot of noise up there. But this is, I just wanted to show you the first view of the creek and how clear it is. Beautiful. Oh, I like being up here. Not too much else to talk about at the moment, so I'm going to go over and see Grant, and we'll continue on. I'll show you the next little bit as we go up. Like I said, this is our first little view of the creek and a little scenic view of the mountains there. So you can actually just about see, if I go over here a bit, you may be able to see on the camera a little bit of snow on the peak there. So it is all sort of melting a bit. Yeah, this is nice in the winter when it's completely covered in snow. It's really nice. It's beautiful. Okay, I wasn't going to stop here, but I have. I just wanted to show you this view. It's just so nice. Down here we've got a, just turn the camera around here so you can see, fallen tree, obviously. You see the root system there. But the color of the water, let's look at this here. Look at that. In the mountains up there. Nice. I got some shots of this last time, and I sort of looked at them and they look fantastic, but just being here is different. I think, not sure, but I think over here with this little beach on the other side is where we're going to have our lunch. I can hear you saying, what about the river? It's in the way. We're going to wade across. So I am wearing waterproof, and this is going to sound ridiculous, but I will explain. Waterproof sandals. Yeah, me wearing sandals, who would have thought it? These, to be boring for a second, these are Keen sandals. Very good brand, Keen. Very durable, great toe protection. It's the only brand I've ever come across really that you can actually throw them in the washing machine to clean them. It's quite good. But yeah, the material itself is waterproof, so all I got to do is take my socks off and get in the water, and they offer great foot protection against the rocks. So that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go across and have a bit of lunch a little bit later. First of all, we're going up to the waterfall, because what we noticed last time was around midday it did start to get a little busy. So most people, when they come up here, will head the other way and go down to the beach. But you do get a fair few people coming up here throughout the day. So we're going to go to the falls first, show you that, and then we're going to head back down and grab a bit of lunch on the beach and on the other side, and hopefully it'll be nice and quiet. So we'll see you later, folks. So we're very close now to the waterfall, just coming up around the corner here. You can hear the rushing of the creek there. It's a big clue that we're close.
Yeah. Excitement building.
I can't imagine. This is in the summer, you know, you a huge torrent of water coming down. I couldn't imagine what it's like in the rainy season. It'd be really, really impressive. And already in the summer you get a lot of spray from this waterfall at the viewing point, which we are just approaching now. Here we go.
Oh yes.
I don't know if this has a name, this waterfall. I mean, the trail is Lower Falls Trail, but presumably there's an Upper Falls.
Yeah.
We'll have to investigate that one of these days. But here we are. So we're down here at the beach. We're going to cross over the river just behind me here. You see a couple of people already in the water there. So we're going to cross over and we'll see how cold the water is, and head over there and have a bit of lunch. So, oh, they made it across okay. So, and Grant's already making his way over. So let's see what the water's like here. It's quite cold, I would imagine. Oh yeah, that's pretty cold.
Yeah, definitely get used to it.
Yeah, that's chilly. That's pretty chilly. Ha ha ha. Okay, my feet are cold. I'm gonna cross over here. I think it might be a little bit easier. Holy moly. Oh, that is ice cold. Well, what did I expect, really? Fresh mountain water. Okay, here we go. Ha! Such a bloody wimp. Good God. Ha ha. Okay, here we go. Look at that. Oh my God, it is. It's like bloody ice. Okay. I want to get over to this this dry bit quickly here. Oh, that's a bit shallower there. Oh, you can feel the current here. Wow. It sounds like Grant's maybe having the same trouble as me. Jeez. It's a bit chilly. It's a bit chilly. Wow. Oh, my feet are numb. Good God. Yeah, so we found this nice little spot to have a bit of lunch. We're right by the river. I'm going to show you here. Not too bad of a little spot, really, is it? Yeah, and we're just cooking up a bit of soup, actually. Grant's being chef today. So, yeah. As to what's further along, I mean, this is all forest here. I don't know what's beyond, but there is a trail some distance that way that I think I said earlier, it goes up to Golden Ears Peak. So, but there are clues that somebody's used this site before. I think we're going to try camping this at some point, just for the hell of it. Because if we came up towards the end of the day, and when everyone's leaving, then just set up camp over here when it's getting dark, and then just left in the morning, that would be a nice place to be. But yeah, as I say, there are clues. There's a little line up here. Someone's left a rope hanging there so people can dry their clothes. Grant's just hung his bag on there. And then you see this arrangement of rocks here where people have had a fire pit at a different time of year, because all fires are banned in the province. Like right across the whole of BC, it's completely banned due to the wildfires and dry nature of the time of year. So that happens every year. They put a fire ban in place, so no campfires whatsoever. We're using a camping stove, which you are allowed to use. It's all about common sense, really, isn't it? You just make sure you're not doing anything stupid. Anyway, so we're gonna have a spot of lunch.
How many delicious curried cauliflower is it?
Curried cauliflower with lentils. It's rather delicious. I normally have that with grilled cheese sandwiches.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. Yeah, it's really good.
Nice change from tomato soup.
Yeah.
That'd be good. I'll have to do that.
Yeah, it's good stuff. So here we go. We're leaving now. We're gonna head over the river and cross over to the trail, and then head back to the car. So our last little peek at the mountains here, just behind me. I will never ever get tired of that view. This has got to be one of the easiest trails to walk, easiest places to get to, and one of the nicest views. And peaceful too. I mean, there's nobody. The trail's right over there behind those trees, but there's just nobody here. Look at that. Wow. Isn't that worth it? Wow. It is not too bad, not too shabby. Oh, I can hear people now. We're pretty close to the trail where it curves around towards the river here. And just around the bend down this way is where we're crossing back over. So get into that water again. Cold feet. Cold feet. I just want to look at this again. This is fantastic. there really is no substitute for actually being here and seeing this. The video looks nice. I've seen the shots we did before, but it doesn't compare. It can never do that. It's so majestic. I mean, look at that. Speechless is what I am. Speechless. Yeah, so just get a couple more shots down here and then we're gonna head back. So until next time, I think we're gonna come out again next week, weather permitting, because we're gonna try another trail and explore a little more. We've definitely got a taste for doing this hiking now, so not too bad. Yeah, so for now anyway, I'll say goodbye and thanks for watching, and we'll see you again on the next one.